Okay, our next turn-in, which I know the form says due on Thursday, but I told you guys, because we got it a day late, that this is going to be due on Friday. So, Friday, 2/28, okay? First question we're doing is we're solving for x. Again, we're going to start to get a little bit more complicated as we start going through these questions and seeing these questions, you know, for the second, third, or fourth time. So the whole idea for solving for x is we want to get x by itself. So I'm not even going to worry about x right now. I'm going to simply add 5 to both sides, and I get 2/3 x is equal to 7 plus 5, and that's 12. Once we know we have a fraction in front of x, the rule is to multiply both sides by the reciprocal number in front of x. Well, the reciprocal means flip 2/3, so that's 3/2, and I multiply both sides of the equation by 3/2. And the reason why I do it on this side is because that's nice. They cancel, x equals, which is exactly what I want. And whatever I get on this side is going to be my answer. Remember, when you're multiplying by a fraction, it's like dividing by the denominator. So what's 12 divided by 2? Well, that's 6. And then what's 6 times 3? Answer is 18. So there's my first answer. Second question. Second question is brings up that property of proportions again. And when you have a proportion that is a ratio set equal to a ratio, the rule that you follow is that the cross products must be equal. So that means if I take 5 and I multiply it by x minus 3, if it's really truly a proportion, that's going to equal 4 times 10. I need to simplify both sides of the equation before I begin to solve. I distribute the 5 through. That's 5 times x and 5 times 3. And then 4 times 10 is 40. Both sides of my equation are simplified, so now I begin to move things away from x. I'm going to get 5x is equal to 40 and 15 is 55. And I divide by 5. I get x is equal to 11. Okay, question number 3. Bottom of that page. All right, word problem. And the question says the sum of 3 consecutive integers is 36. Find the integers. Anytime we do a word problem, one of the first things we have to do is we have to figure out what x is. It says in the problem, x has to be, or my 3 numbers have to be consecutive integers. So we know by definition, let x equal the first consecutive integer. Then to get to the next consecutive integer, I'm going to add 1 is equal to the second consecutive integer. And then if I want the third one, I'm going to add 1 more to that, which is x plus 2. And that's equal to the third consecutive integer. So I have my 3 integers. They're right here. First, second, and third. All right. Question says we want the sum to be 36. Well, sum means we're going to add. So I take each of my integers. There's my first. Add it to my second. Add that to my third. And I need to get 36. Well, when I add all this stuff on the left-hand side and simplify it, I have 1, 2, 3x. 1 and 2 is 3, is equal to 36. I then try to solve for that. I'm going to subtract 3 and subtract 3. I'm going to bring my results up here. So on the left-hand side, the 3's are going to cancel. I'm left with 3x is equal to, when I subtract 3 over here, I get 33. I'm going to divide by 3. I'm going to divide by 3. I get x is equal to 11. All right, so x is 11. Am I done? No. Question says find the integers. So I need to find all 3 integers. This is where your let statements help you. You know x is 11. So 11 is going to be that first integer. 11 plus 1 is going to be my second integer, which is 12. 11 plus 2, which is 13. There are my integers. And if you add those integers together, which means sum, you should get 36. Okay, next question. Number 4. Another word problem. Question says 5 times a number is increased by 8. The result is 28. Find the number. Once again, if it's a word problem, we start off with a let statement. We're looking for the number, so in this case, we're going to let x equal the number. 5 times a number, 5x. Increased by plus 8. The result is equals 28. Straightforward, pretty simple. Solve. Subtract your 8 from both sides. We get 5x is equal to 20. I'm going to divide by 5. I get x is equal to 4. Okay? So the number's 4. If you want to check that, go through the word problem knowing that your number's 4. 5 times 4, that's 20. Increase that by 8, you get 28. Got to be the right answer. Question number 5. Question number 5 is a question dealing with triangles. And what we know about triangles is if we add the angles of a triangle together, the result is 180. So that's going to be one of the rules. So if I add up all my angles on my triangle, well, one angle is x. I'm going to add that to the other angle, which is 2x. I'm going to add that to this angle here, which is 90. And I need to get 180. Simplifying the question, x and 2x is 3x, plus 90 is 180. Hey, come on in. I'm going to subtract 90 from both sides. When I do that, I'm going to get 3x is equal to 90. Divide by 3. I get x is equal to 30. So I'm asking for x, so I'm done. Hey, what's up?